Hey there, travelers, welcome back. Sorry we weren't here on the holidays. We were having a little bit of issues trying to get that door open. Someone broke in here, drank some of our hot chocolate, and left. Nothing was really stolen other than that, which is weird, but I don't know. Anyways, welcome back, travelers. Wagover's just over there.
Oh, greetings there, travelers. It's me, Wingover Gimble, famous name Ballad. How y'all doing today? Well, that's good. Always glad to hear it. I mean, if you didn't say good, you know I can't hear you. I just hope everything's well, though. For me, things are pretty good. The holidays were a nice, relaxing time. I tried to really take some time for myself, get my rest on, and now I'm feeling really good and energized. Travelers, this tale today is a bit of a shorter one, but very, very important. I just have to mention, we have some people coming in that will do a few other voices for the conclusion of this arc, but it's taking us a little bit of time. So unfortunately, the next episode will have a tiny bit of a delay, but don't worry. We're hoping to get it to you this month, so please be patient and bear with us. It will be good. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Oh, so, travelers, we got a little bit of fan mail. It's been a little bit since we had one of these, and I am excited to hop onto it. This one is, Lucas and the crew are wonderful! 5 stars. If you are looking for a great D&D podcast, check out Ballad. Lucas weaves a tale so fun and dark and interesting, you'll keep coming back for more! And that was from Jfish 2013 from the United States of America. Thank you so much, Jfish. I hope your pond or ocean or wherever it is you've been swimming continues to be wonderful. And travelers, of course, you know we have real battle bads here, but don't worry, we'll get around. Oh, they're already here. Jeez, I thought maybe I could... Hello? What? What?
Hello. How are you?
Good. What are you?
I thought it was obvious. I'm a nutcracker.
Yeah, but Christmas is done. You're so late. There was a whole Christmas tale. Plastic Tim Allen Santa Claus, did you... Where were you?
What? No, it is still December.
No, we left that godforsaken year behind us. No, it's not December.
Shit. Well, I'm here to tell you about BattleBards.com. Head on over there for amazing sound effects. I assure you, when you go there, they won't be late. I am made out of wood, and I got stuck and frozen, in a small puddle, unfortunately.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, honestly, but you're super late. It's like you're over a week late. Like, that's a long time to be frozen in a puddle. I guess you can go warm your wooden bones over there by the fire. Don't go too close, though, because last thing we need is a big fire, honestly. We've had so many incidents at this inn. Oh, sorry about that, travelers. You're probably really wanting a nutcracker for the Christmas story, but sorry, we didn't have that this time. Maybe next time there'll be some nutcrackers. But travelers, yes, as I was saying, today is a very, very interesting episode. For today, our heroes meet the King in Yellow. Now that's pretty exciting if you ask me, because oh my god, that's where they're getting the powers from. Whoa, that's where the Chosen with these symbols are originating from, so pretty interesting stuff. So let's hop on into this tale. I present to thee The King in Yellow, Part 3.
Hey, I'm Brett, and I'm playing Kelsar, the Tiefling Paladin
and Chosen of Yetitha.
Hi, I'm Humberto, and I'm playing Bordon, Dwarven Cleric and Chosen of Time.
I'm Evan, and I'm playing Ronnie, the Half-Elf Bard and Chosen of Chaos.
Hey, I'm Robert, and I'm playing MZ, the Githyanki Ranger.
Chosen blood.
Hey, I'm Jason, and I'll be playing Draxir, the Dragonborn Artificer
and chosen of machines.
Previously on Ballad of the Seven Dice, our healers had just finished attending the strangest play that many people have been claiming is completely normal. Ronnie had managed to break through the boundaries of this play, falling through an almost multiverse and winding up at the King in Yellow's throne. The rest of the party had traveled through something that seemed almost like a dream, as if they were walking through someone else's memories. And after they reached the end of this dream, they too also finally ended up at this being's throne room. Looking over, they saw a being who was hundreds of feet tall, sitting on a large stone throne, wearing golden tattered robes with a crown that was glowing and floating above their head.
And whenever they spoke, it reverberated throughout your entire body. As you all look up in awe and you sort of gaze over, you see Ronnie is covered in blood. He has like cuts all over him, and he was holding out his hand. It looks like he's about to cast a spell, which we will resolve in just a second. And as you all walk in, you hear this voice. It like booms in the area and echoes through your minds.
Welcome, my subjects. At last we meet. I am Hastur, your benefactor and king. There are a few things I want to discuss with you, but first please take a seat.
And then Ronnie, you cast Charm Person.
All right.
Because that's what you said at the very end, is like, I cast Charm Person.
Sweet, does it work?
No. So you see Ronnie hold out his hand and cast this spell. You all can see as this magic is like rippling out from him. You generally can't see a lot of Ronnie's magic, or really much of anybody's, unless they're doing like a showy spell or explosive. You actually watch the energy flow out of him towards this king, and then it just kind of like parts ways around him and dissipates into nothingness. And you all see a seat appears behind each of you. There's this red chair that forms behind MZ. It's very refined. There's actually gems that are encrusted along the arms of it. There is a really gaudy looking glittery throne that comes up behind Ronnie, and it's all like neon colors. There is this beautiful dwarven throne that comes up behind Bordon, and it has these like insignias. You can tell like what they used to have in Mons Regnum, and it's like this sturdy chair that looks like it's built perfectly for you. And behind you, Draxir, it's like this mechanical looking throne comes up, and you see all these pieces sort of like come and start clicking together and whirling. You see these gears are spinning on the sides of it and the back of it. And Kelsar, what you see is first this throne of cerulean blue flame appears behind you, and then it twists, and then it's half like this black energy and half this white energy, and it just seems to continuously shift between the two.
So I sit on my throne.
Yeah, it's comfortable. It feels like absolutely perfect.
Stare down. I look down at the being in front of me. I see how incredibly powerful he is, and knowing that I stand no chance against him, I'm not gonna resist or anything. I'm just gonna sit down.
I'm gonna inspect the chair to make sure that it's like actually can be sat on, because there's like spinning gears and stuff. It's not like the seat spinning or anything.
The seat looks fine, and the back looks fine, but you see there's a lot of gears that are going, and it doesn't look like a very structurally sound chair. And you see there's even a spot for like your tail to go through so that you're comfortable.
I will carefully sit down on the chair.
Yeah, it seems to hold your weight, no problem.
I'll sit down in my throne as well.
It looks like it would be wet, MZ. It has like this glisten to it, but as you sit down, it's perfectly dry. Ronnie, there's an absolutely gaudy, horrible chair behind you that...
Yeah, but I'm just standing.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean on it.
All right, so you're like, are you leaning on the back, like just kind of over top of it, like it's a 90s special?
No, leaning on the side.
Okay.
I'm fucking hurting. I just took
Yeah,
37 points of damage. Fell right on my ass. I can't.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Ronnie because he's an idiot.
Sure. Kelsar, as you cast this spell, what's the maximum amount your Cure Wounds could be?
Let's see. D8 plus 3.
So Ronnie, you get 11 hit points back.
I just let out like a big sigh, like, and I raise my hand up to heal him.
Yeah, and this energy just like pours through you, and like it was far more than you were expecting usually when you release a spell.
Like the Ben Affleck meme where he's standing on the porch smoking, just...
So as he looks and you all seem like you're as comfortable as can be, and he says,
Welcome to my domain. Welcome to Carcosa. I had to bring you here through that memory, because that was the only way to bring anyone to my domain. The only way to enter Carcosa is when Carcosa consumes a place. That or a large ritual sacrifice, but I didn't really want to do that.
How very kind of you.
I assume many questions are spinning through your mortal brains. There is a rule of this throne room, one I cannot even break. You may ask only 2 questions each to this throne, and I can give you the answer. This question could be anything. The answer might not be what you want it to be, but I will not lie.
Is me asking who wants to go first gonna count as one of my questions?
Yes.
There's just a dead silence. Like there's not even like the atmospheric sound of the room. It's just...
Okay, how about this? We each roll a d20, and whoever has the lowest has to go first.
Okay.
Nobody wants to go first.
We're rolling reverse question initiative.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
I got 12.
Ha!
You had a 1, Robert?
No, I got a natural 20 on roll 20.
Got an 8.
Oh, sorry. I got 9. Ugh.
It's so different. Draxier, you're up first. So you see these markings appear in front of you, each of you. It's like Roman numerals. So there's a 2 in front of each of you, just floating.
I'm gonna kind of sit and ponder for a minute. I'll stroke my tendrils, and I'll ask, what has to happen for all of us to go home again for good?
In order for you to go home for good, you must make sure that Azathoth is lulled back into a slumber. I will tell you how to do this afterwards.
Thank you.
And you see just one of the eyes disappears in front of you. Ronnie, you got a question?
No questions.
You're fine.
Yeah. What's he gonna tell me?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask about the other Ronnies.
Yeah, I considered that. I don't know. Okay, I can ask him one of those. I want to find another Ronnie. Where is one?
The last remaining other Ronnie is located in the city of Waterdeep, in the castle section.
Okay. Are we doing both questions?
You can if you want, or else I can just move on to Boredom. Because I think Draxier just asked one so far.
Alright, so he can't lie, but does he know? I guess he knows everything, right?
Seems to.
Alright, cool. So, a train leaves Waterdeep at 10 a.m. going 65 miles an hour. And another train leaves Baldur's Gate going 40 miles an hour. Where do they meet?
Are you fucking kidding me?
So we want to find the average speed formula. 5 miles an hour, 40 arrows a mile. Where do they meet?
Are you seriously fucking doing like a textbook, like grade, like freaking middle school question? Fuck.
They're going opposite directions? How far apart are they to start? I didn't
You'll
hear that
never
part.
meet.
Fuck off.
It was Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate.
Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate are like... actually, I have a thing right here. Yeah, pretty much. They're about 500 miles apart.
So they're going 40 miles an hour and 5 miles an hour? 40 and 50? So you take
40 and 50.
500 divided by 90. That gives you the time when they meet. Fuck, I need a calculator.
I'm gonna wait till you solve this, because I don't fucking know.
They're supposed to know everything.
Just give
You're supposed to know.
give some random
Lucas.
Easy.
give some random longitude coordinates or something.
That's 5.56 hours.
Yeah. There's.
Actually, I got a
not all
name
this
for a
out.
place if it's that far away.
5.56 hours times like one of
So you're
their
saying-
speeds in the direction they were going.
Okay.
You just think the king in yellow, he's just like, I don't fucking know, dude. Math was a...
Yeah, the king in yellow takes out a calculator.
So
You ask this question, and he tells you,
They will meet at the Troll Hills.
Are you sure?
That's a third question.
Yes.
You can't ask...
Sweet, I got 3 questions in.
oh, sorry. When you say, are you sure? You all watch as Ronnie's, his mouth, it just like his lips become blistered, and he takes 10 points of damage.
All right.
And we go to Borodon.
If I want to find Yolanda, how can I do it?
You would have to hire an airship. You would have to befriend golden dragons around a forgotten valley. Travel through there and sneak in to where Doram's hiding. And take Yolanda out of the prison.
that's a good bit of info.
So, can you please send me that, like, written down? Because...
Well, we're recording this, so I'll get it back to you. From Borodon, it goes to Kelsar.
Is there a way to stop Yagditha's possession? Oh, God, it hurts.
Yes. You can do this if you go home.
Alright, I need to think about my next question.
And MC.
Even if we try to be sly and there's sort of 2 questions in there, it counts as 2, even if there's only 1 question mark?
Yeah.
Because almost all my questions that I've been thinking of were like, I was like, I'm gonna fuck Lucas over and get 4 questions.
Listen, this ancient being that's existed before time isn't gonna, like, kill himself over, like, fuck, there's only 1 question mark.
I'm pretty sure he could just erase us if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, ask him how to kill him.
Oh, no, you just lost your, like, second question. Asking about trains. You could have asked that.
It's way
Yeah,
better to ask
of
about
course.
trains.
Oh, thank God we brought Jason in, though. I would not have known the answer for that question. I figured you wouldn't.
I'm just gonna ask 2 at once.
Sure.
How can I save my people from the Queen while defeating Matthews and Durham?
Thanks, MC. I was gonna ask that question next, so that saves up something.
If you defeat Matthews and Doram, I will grant you an army to liberate your people. This army will be resistant to the Queen's magic. You will overtake her and her undead forces in less than a day.
Damn! A pretty sweet deal, MC.
Drax here.
Can you grant us someone to be our strategic advisor in this war?
I already have.
He holds open his hand, and it like comes down. It just keeps going until it's like damn near in front of your guys' faces, and you could see you're maybe the size of like half of its fingernail, this blackened fingernail reaching out, this gray clammy hand. And you see this image appears, and you see there is Astoria, an image of her.
Although her life hangs in balance. After these questions, I will offer you something if you wish it, though there will be a price.
Understood.
And it goes to Bordon.
So I want to bury my father in Mount Regnum, and when the time comes, I would also like to be laid to rest there, like all of our ancestors. But for me to do that, I need to remove this parasite off my arm, so when I die, I won't become a mindless, bloodthirsty killing machine. How can I break this curse? How can I remove this parasite?
If you defeat Dorm and Matthews and save all things, I will remove this parasite when I send you home, if that is what you wish.
And Kelsar.
Can you grant me the power to kill Matthews and Durham?
Let's say I already have 3, 2.
I already have.
Come on!
Boo!
You must find a way to enhance your abilities. Speak to your advisor, and she should be able to help you with this.
Thank you. Forward on time travel.
Good luck. MZ, the last question.
Damn, there's quite a few things I want to ask. It's tough.
There's a lot of things I want to say. I have 14 answers here, just in case you ask them. So far, you guys have asked one. So.
Was it the train one?
Yeah, that was it. That was the one. Nailed it.
Yeah, that's the one. I guess I'll just ask one question that I think we all want to know. How exactly are Matthews and Dorham killed?
Matthews has the potential to be weakened by your actions in the future. Though whether you go forward with this is up to you. All I will say is when you see the pool, step in it. In all different timelines, you will always meet Dorham on that castle, and you will fight to the death. It will be a battle of wills and your combat expertise. But Dorham is not immortal.
That's reassuring.
So you see, he has his hand still extended out to all of you. And on one part of this massive hand, you see all these like glowing figures that look to be all the people who passed away in the village of Welshire. And then on another part of his hand, he has, just sitting there, is an image of Astoria. First, he like sort of shifts his hand so the people of Welshire in front of you. You see the innkeeper, Hilda. You see Bernard Busybody, Holly Tolly, a lot of these other like random bar patrons, some people that were around the church.
I can bring these people back, but it will require one of your lives. Do you desire this?
Take mine.
This pedestal appears, and there's just a spot for you to place your hand. Your left hand. Whoever wants to do it.
Go ahead, Kelsar.
Okay.
I mean, I can't bring you back to life, so I mean...
I don't think that's gonna work this time, Bardon.
Alright, so Kelsar, do you step up to this pedestal and put your hand in?
I'll do it. Screwed up so many times, and so many people died during this mission. Finally do one good thing in my life. Bring back a lot of innocent lives.
So Kelsar, your left hand fits perfectly onto this pedestal. You feel all these tiny needles stab into your hand. This pain goes up your body. You see the blue flames light over Kelsar's eyes, his horn, his tail. And you watch as the symbol just creeps up his arm all the way up to his shoulder. And it's sort of like poking through a bit under his shirt. And Kelsar, for just a moment, everything is completely gone. You're standing in this blank black space. And you remember MZ describing to you what happened when he was standing there. But then the space kind of shifts and turns a little bit, and you find yourself back in your grandmother's house. And she's sitting down at the table, you're sitting across from her. Your hands are around this cup of tea. She's looking at you. I'm very proud of you, Kelsar. You've made such a noble sacrifice for people you barely even know.
Just wanted to do what was right. I thought Yagditha was going to stop me, though. But he didn't. Why is that?
Yagditha doesn't have any power there.
I met with the king in yellow before I died. He said that for me to stop Yagditha, I have to go home. Does that mean where our family is?
Yes. Yes.
You know how to get there?
You can make it there, Kelsar. And she slides forward this map to you. This will bring you home. You can go there by yourself, with your friends. It's up to you.
Thank you.
Kelsar, there is a cost for what you've done.
I know. I just wanted to do something right for once.
She puts her hand on your hand, and you feel this energy flowing through you. And right now, you have a choice. You can take one off of your intelligence, one off of your wisdom, or one off your charisma.
One off my wisdom.
So you feel this thing on your arm, it's throbbing, and you're sort of like clutching down onto this table. And now these flame powers are just like bursting through you as you find yourself once more in this throne room with everyone. In one hand, you're clutching this map that you were given, and you all see Kelsar has this map now in his hand. He didn't have it before. And in your other hand, you're holding on to your sword, like you draw it out, and the flames burst around it even brighter. And now the flames around your sword, whereas before I believe it was doing d6s of damage, they now do d8.
Ooh, nice.
And he lost one of his lives.
Yeah, so you all see now as Kelsar turns around, his eyes are all blue flame. Like it's looking out, it's just not turning off anymore.
There's like steam coming off him and his armor.
Yeah, like he's...
Like he just traveled somewhere and he's back.
It's perfect because when I get my plastic Kelsar mini to paint, if I was planning on painting his eye pure blue with like a blue wash around it, so it works.
So now your eyes are always on fire, just like how MZ's veins are glowing like this soft blue every now and then. And you see all the people just disappear one at a time on his hand until there's just Astoria sitting there. Kelsar, you're completely drained. You find yourself falling back onto your throne behind you. And then you see as Astoria, the image of her starts to become more and more realistic. It's almost like there's this hole that you're looking through in space, and it's showing Astoria is laying down in her bed.
She is on the brink of becoming a corrupted. If she does, she will become one of the most powerful enemies you will face.
Oh no, we don't want that. No. Borodon, step up, buddy.
If you wish, I can awaken her. But, as before, it will require one of your resurrections, and it'll require the life of someone else, though you shall not know who. It will not be one of you five here.
Oh, let's hope it's Dorum or Matthews. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, it does a pretty good.
Got him. We won the game, boys.
Roll a d20 to pick who it is.
So it could be Borodon's father.
He's dead. He's already dead.
He'll be double dead, Borodon. Do you want that?
Ronnie's daughter.
It could be like Bordon's brother. It could be the shopkeeper. Yeah, Ronnie's daughter. It could be.
Oh, but it could be anyone.
Anyone.
It could be Lobax walking around with a giant warp drive in
Steve.
his chest and his head blows up.
Oh,
Could be
I don't
Steve.
know.
Could be Matthews or Durham.
Could be Matthew.
It could be.
Lucas, are you going to roll for that, or do you have someone in mind?
I got someone. It's okay.
So it's probably someone we know, and it's probably important. Oh, but why? Why those hard decisions?
It's Aaron Bordeaux.
Yeah, maybe Aaron Bordeaux. Yeah.
It's probably going to be like Elwyn, so it's like barely gaining ground, like the next most important person we know. Fuck.
Can you tell us?
Lucas is writing that down like, that's a good idea, Jason.
It's Kalstar's dog. No,
I can't tell you. Oh no.
Not Uhtred.
But the
Not
thing is,
Kelsar
like,
too.
it's still not really a selfish thing to try to resurrect a story, even if it kills someone else. Because the other person's just dead. They're not going to become like this fucking indomitable monster.
That's right. They won't become a corrupted, I'll say that much.
So with that thought in mind, I'm going to place my hand on the pedestal.
Okay. The Draxir, you walk up, you put your hand down, you see the pedestal, it like shifts and forms to be perfect for your hand. And you watch as all these little pieces pierce the bottom of your skin. The symbol on your hand starts going erratic and rippling up your arm. You're clutching down onto this pedestal, and once more you're in this area. It's all black. And you don't see anything around you. You've heard from other Chosen this has happened to them before when they died. And you watch as slowly the area around you just becomes like these giant cogs that are all just rotating and moving around, and you're standing in the middle of this cog that seems to just be floating in the sky. And across from you is Truth. Draxir. It has been a long time.
It has.
Seems you have given your life for another.
Well, I thought we had to save a story. It seemed like the most important thing at the time.
This is a wise choice. You know that this will be eating some of your soul.
Yes, I understand, but we're strong. We'll make it through this.
You still have a chance to make it back to your wife and children.
And I'll do everything I can to make sure that happens.
What do you desire from your power?
What if I could use it more to help people in need?
Very well. You feel your hand is on there. This symbol is twisting around, and you look down at your left hand, and suddenly this immense pain is going through it, and you watch as your hand becomes slowly mechanized all the way up to your shoulder. The symbol is still on it, and you are like in just immense pain. It's crippling you down to your knees, and you look as your hand, like you're clutching at it, and then it opens up, and it looks like you have like surgical tools inside your hand and other tools that you could possibly use. And you're now proficient in the medicine skill.
Oh, yeah.
You can perform pretty hardcore medicinal things if you need to. Like, you can remove things from people, you could amputate and all that, and make sure that it's all done professionally. This knowledge is just flooding into your brain as you are just suddenly understanding all these different procedures that you've never even remotely had any information about.
Oh my god, he's gonna be House! Dr. Draxir, MD!
So you all watch as Draxir's hand is slowly, and his arm is mechanicalized in front of all of you, as he sort of like collapses down to one knee, and the pedestal slowly goes away, and the image of Astoria just fades from his hand, and he moves his hand away from all of you.
Now, you, my subjects, are all fighting in this war. But I have brought you here to give you more direction. I myself am not able to step into Abir Torl. There are restrictions and limits to my powers. What you need to do is you need to put the blind idiot god back into his slumber. You cannot kill Azathoth. It is unkillable, much as any of these other beings, such as myself. To understand how you're to do this, you must see something that has already happened. Step into the shoes of others that have come before you, that have stepped into the far realm for different reasons, but awoke this ancient being.
And you see these tentacles start forming up, and it almost forms like this giant orb-like TV that's in front of all of you. And these images start flickering on it and start appearing.
Of course Ronnie would ask a question about a freaking trade instead of something incredibly imperative to the story. Oh well, it was actually quite amusing. It was good fun. Where were we, Trev? Oh, right, yes, so I was saying before, as you saw there at the end of the tale, it was about to drift into a story about Dorum and her adventuring crew. So we're actually going to be having a little bit of a wonderful audio drama. So that's a scripted bit that we're having people read lines. We have all sorts of amazing people that are going to be giving their voices for this, so I really hope you're all very eager for this, because it's going to be amazing. And we're going to be dropping a little bit of lore on the Sacred Flame to help give some context to the tale, so you're like, ooh, that's cool. You know, just cool stuff like that. And if you're interested in more Ballad lore, and you really like some of the stuff, like some of the holiday season one-shots we've been doing, the rules for all of them, or maybe even other rules that we have in the rule sets, like mass combat, head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/ballad7dice, and you'll see all sorts of audio goodies on there. We have extra lore episodes, one-shots, so many good things on there. So hop on over to our Patreon, and also any kind of support you can give really goes the extra mile. We always really appreciate it. We're going to be putting up some new fun lore things soon. Alright, travelers, well, I've been rambling for a bit, so I'm off on my merry way. I guess I gotta return this nutcracker to Battle Bards. So late. Alright, travelers, I bid you all adieu.